Hello friends, today we are going to see TabLayout, ViewPager and Fragment in AndroidX. When you are migrating to AndroidX, the Android Jetpack, all the SDK are updated SDK. So what is AndroidX and what is Android Jetpack? Let's see. First, what is Android Jetpack, or we can say AndroidX. When in your old project, go to the refactor menu and migrate to AndroidX. The all version will be migrated with AndroidX version, which are refactored to AndroidX Java packages, to AndroidX certain features and class name, to the main directory AndroidX, then certain feature, then sub feature, then particular. So remove all the v4 and v7 compact library. So actually what we are going to do in TabLayout, we are going to think that awareness about the TabLayout in AndroidX, then second coding pattern, third is inside the TabLayout one tab item in the toolbar, then fourth one is a ViewPager, fifth one is a page adapter, sixth how we can add separate menu in each fragment, and the seventh one is animation in AndroidX. There are several new animations already inbuilt or already given on the developer site, whatever we are going to see. First, we think that how particular TabLayout and tab our final output will be. We are going to build three things, means three tabs: red, green and blue. By the way of TabLayout, what exactly we are going to see, and with the animation with that output is, see this one, then animated to the blue and again come to the green and come to the red with animation. So exactly what exact output we are going to build is inside the TabLayout. So let's start. So don't worry, be happy and keep smiling ever and ever, because we are going to study for the more purpose inside the TabLayout. First thing, by the way of core Java or any before the study of Android, you have to little bit knowledge about the Java and Java packages. So basic thing or the root level is java.lang.object inside the view, inside view group, inside frame layout and inside horizontal scroll view. This particular TabLayout is resided. So by the way of TabLayout, we have to create one new TabLayout, and inside that we have to add certain tab. Likewise, TabLayout.add tab with TabLayout.new tab, or you can set any new fragment in AndroidX. So see the coding pattern. If particular coding pattern, there are one TabLayout and another are tab items 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever you want to suggest for that. So let's see the code study. What we are going to see is one is AppbarLayout in the gray arrow. In that one toolbar, this toolbar we are going to take for the title only. Outside that, another toolbar for tab layouts. Inside the TabLayout with this orange arrow, then these three are tab items, and outside that, if we want to merge certain content inside the fragment with particularly with one tab, another tab and tab 3, then we have to keep these one ViewPager. So we will see one by one all the content, but exactly full content, or you have to set your mind what we are going to study for that. So after migrate to AndroidX or inside the Android Jetpack version, there is no more inside the red color and need to update to inside blue color. So AppbarLayout with material.appbar and TabLayout with material.tabs and ViewPager, whatever the v4 v7 dependency is no more now. So AndroidX.ViewPager and widget.ViewPager. So for all those things we have to implement one line inside the dependency Gradle. So let's boom our rocket to the Android Jetpack and let's start the coding. First thing, we have to first change in the build.gradle version. Sure, for internet is on and inside that first we create one new project. Go to the file, new project, take empty activity, whatever activity you want to, then click on next, give the application name TabLayout demo, minimum API level, whatever you want to set, and click on finish. Now all the things are here. So first thing we have to take inside module level build.gradle. Over here scroll down, then inside the last curly bracket we just paste implementation com.google.android.material : material : 1.0.0, whatever newer version you have, and make sure that you have to sync now button, then press sync now. All the Gradle will be upgraded to the another version. So make sure again for the internet on activity, so and so by the scanning of that available all the features inside our app. So go to the activity underscore main, and step 1 is over. Now go to the step 2. If you have to change, because we are going to focus to the tab layout, we don't need any more action bar. So first thing, if you do not have any style, then keep that, Control C, and inside the res.style. So inside the res values and style.xml, we do not have any other, then we paste it likewise app theme without action bar. We are going to focus with 3 elements, the primary things, red, green and blue. So first F00, our primary dark color is also has F00 red color, and whatever the font should be black, so has 000. So we set the style for that, and these one app theme dot no action bar inside manifest.xml, app theme dot no action bar. So we are going to develop all the things inside the toolbar only. So we move forward and change the code, likewise coordinator layout, and we don't need anything text view, so just we remove it. Mind well what exactly starting the coding for that. First we need AppbarLayout. Inside the AppbarLayout, width is match parent, height is rep content, and if you want to set any color, then you have to set background has F00, whatever the color you want to do, or inside the AppbarLayout. We want to take 2 toolbar. So first toolbar AndroidX.appCompact.widget.toolbar. The first thing is width. Always width I take match parent, and height rep content. After this toolbar is we want to take for the ID purpose only, so give it ID @+ID toolbar. Then we want to print the title on it, so app : title, whatever the app name is here. And mind well one more thing, we want to give the layout scroll flag, scroll and enter always. So for more toolbar and AppbarLayout, you can watch our another video, what is AppbarLayout or toolbar in AndroidX, for more thing. So if we want another toolbar inside the AppbarLayout, just we take it and we take the name toolbar tab. We don't need any title for more that, and just we have to check out that Android : layout underscore collapse mode, it will be pin. This is the layout that after the scrolling up or down, our toolbar should be fixed. So we take it, and by the way of that we want to take another thing inside that toolbar. So we separate the tag starting and ending. Inside that toolbar we want TabLayout. So TabLayout com.google.android.material.tabs.tablayouts. Sure, width will be match parent and height will be wrap content. We want to give the ID for that, @ ID TabLayout. And for more we want to set another attribute, likewise app : text color, app : tab text color. I want to keep it white, so as F, and after the selection we can set another thing, app : tab selected color. After the selection it should be black, so I keep has 000. You can set also background for that as F00, so background will be red. So based on the red thing we are going to set another tab layouts, and inside that we want 3 tabs, red, green and blue. So just we take tab item inside that, tab item width wrap content, height wrap content. I don't want to give any more specification for that, so just I want text. We can set text red. No more thing, I want to develop red, green and blue, 3 tabs. So red, green and another tab is blue. Just see this thing. Activity 1 is AppbarLayout, and inside the AppbarLayout there are 2 toolbar, one toolbar with tab items and tab layout, and another toolbar for title. So this is the another toolbar for title. So very easy thing we are going to develop. See that up to now what the exact particular output will be on the screen. So press Shift F10, automatic Gradle will be built out. So by the way of that we are going to separate this thing. So we have changed the color and we follow the coding pattern over up to now. So after the Gradle will be finished, that particular output we have 3 tabs, and one another thing is we have one toolbar for the title. So very easy thing. Let's see what Gradle will show. Don't worry and be happy always. So Gradle will running. It's a AVD is API level 28, AVD 9. So whatever thing you can implement in your project. So currently installing that, and output is here with the launching activity. See whatever the exact thing we want to develop, red, green and blue, these 3 tabs, tab 1 red, tab 2 green and tab 3 blue. This one TabLayout demo is written inside the toolbar. So up to now we have taken this thing inside the graphical layouts only, means we have developed inside the activity_main.xml. So for more towards, up to now we have moved towards the step 2. Going to the step 3, why should we have to take ViewPager? Because answer is only thing, to change the content below the tabs. If you want to select red and you have to set certain things, then we have to set it in the red fragment. So by the way of that we will take the ViewPager inside the activity_main.xml. So over here activity_main.xml, but outside the AppbarLayout and inside the coordinate layout you can take ViewPager AndroidX ViewPager.widget. Width will be match parent and height will be match parent on also. So first thing, give the ID for that, ID ViewPager. And one thing we have to mind that if our content is more than our screen area, then we set that app::layout behavior @string / app bar scrolling view behavior. So whatever the content, we will have certain scrolling thing inside the content area. So by the way of that, this ViewPager, then another is TabLayout, another is Toolbar tab, and the fourth one is Toolbar. We want to give it the find view by ID over here. So inside the main activity.java toolbar, one toolbar and another toolbar is Toolbar tab. ViewPager, find well that ViewPager and TabLayout, semicolon it, and find view by ID toolbar, find r.id.toolbar. Then there is an error inside that. See that current minimum is 16. You will also get the same error. So for that we have to calls require API level 21 minimum. So going over here and change it 16 to 21. Make sure that your internet should be on, then sync now. After syncing that particular error will be resolved. See this one. After Gradle syncing finished, error will be resolved. But we have to make one change for that. See this one. This error is resolved over here, but we have to make one change. We need to change the import version from to AndroidX. This is Android colon widget. Then just simply press Ctrl plus space bar. Ctrl plus space bar. It's a AndroidX.appCompact widget. So very easy thing. When you are deal with any AndroidX or Android Jetpack, then keep mind that you have to change all those things. Then tab and ViewPager, and give it find view by ID r.id.ViewPager. Then TabLayout equals to TabLayout. See this one, material.tabs. Then give it find view by ID r.id.TabLayout. Press semicolon over here. So all the find view by IDs are given. So let's move forward. All the find view by IDs are given. Then we going to move one thing. What exit after ViewPager we need another thing is page adapter. If we want 3 fragments with all concerned with 3 tabs, then we need one page adapter. With this page adapter, we need to extend fragment page adapter. Fragment page adapter we need to extend. We want to take these 3 things, which means 2 things. One is array list and another array list. One is for fragment, another is for title for dynamic version. So let's see and build the thing. One class page adapter and extend fragment page adapter. So over here you can right click on it, new Java class, say name page adapter. Just mind well that whatever the error will be there, we will resolve it. So fragment page adapter. So errors are given, but we will wait for certain things. Get item, we will implement it. Wait. First thing, we will take 2 array list. You can also set list for that. One is for fragment, another fragment list, and another array list for title. title will be string, so m fragment list title, fragment title list. So after that we need to open one constructor over here, pageadapter and fragment manager. We can give any reference variable over here, fmng, don't worry, none, or don't mind whatever the error is given, don't worry for that. Then we need to implement one thing, implement new array list, new, then press control space, and for the same for the title. After that there are two errors we will encounter it. One is get item. Then inside the get item we have to return m fragment list dot get, then position over here. So very easy. One is get item, then the last method is get count. We need to get count to m fragment list dot size. So these three things are here, but we need another thing also. So after get item we need one add fragment method, public void add fragment method. For one is fragment and another is string title. It is for dynamic also. You can make it static inside over here, but in this example we set it to dynamic fragment we can add inside our fragment page adapter. Then m fragment list title dot add title. So this add fragment is for dynamic adding the fragment inside the page adapter. Now one last thing, especially for Android Jetpack or AndroidX version, if we do not write this method, see that if we do not write it, then you will not get title for that. This method is for precaution for AndroidX. While we do not have any text, while tabs text not displayed, because it is especially for Android 9 plus versions, so make well it is also solution for that error. One is get page title. We will check out the exact result for that, and inside that we will need to return m fragment title list dot get, then position. So we will get certain title before that, so make sure that you can implement this get page title method. For that we will do it later on. So more toward this one, we moving to forward via page adapter. We will discuss for this method get page title, especially for Android 9 plus version. Then step 5, we need 3 tabs. One is red fragment, means 3 fragments, blank fragments, red fragment, green fragment and blue. So right click on new fragment and fragment blank fragment. So right click over here, new fragment and blank fragment. You can type name whatever you want to give. Likewise I want to give red fragment, then click on finish. Automatically all the fragment and with particular layout fragment underscore red. So I need to set one thing, background color as this is red, so that's why I want to set it Android colon background as F00. And for this one I need to check out that red fragment, keep it wrap content whatever you want to set. Currently I am checking with, and text color inside the red, white should be better. So, and text size I keep 45 sp scale pixel scale point. So text size is here, and by the way of that I want to set layout gravity center. So we will copy paste it inside all our entity. So red fragment. So same for the green and blue, we need 3 blank fragments. So fragment blank, then these one red, green, then click on finish button, then fragment red. Inside that, inside fragment green, one thing is check background BACK and press 0F0. I know all the code because of HTML in graduation, so that's why. You also log that first thing, green fragment. Then inside the green there is no contrast for the white, so we will take it text color black, text color, text size green fragment. Then one more thing for that, right click over here, new fragment and blank fragment. Smart, very smart, BLUE. So by the way of that, blue fragment is here. So always the developer has to be smart. So inside the fragment blue, first thing, keep it background, and we'll call on background as 00F HTML reference. And by the way of text view, you can make it blue fragment. You can make it text color white because it is okay for that, and over here you can set blue fragment inside activity. This one is a green, and this one is the red fragment. So all the 3 fragments are ready. So by the way of that, building these 3 fragments, we need to add all these 3 fragments to our page adapter. Set fragments to page adapter. So we are going to do and set page adapter to ViewPager. These 2 things we are going to develop. Let's see what will happen. So go to the main activity, mainActivity.java. Over here, main activity, then set page adapter. By the way of that, page adapter equals to new page adapter get support fragment manager. Very easy thing, you can set it on your own. Then we want to set these 3 things, page adapter dot add fragment, new one is the red fragment. You can give the title red. Copy paste is the best thing for the developer. So one is the red fragment. By the way of that, RGB, one is green fragment, we set the label green, and another is blue fragment, we set it to blue. After that, we have to set for the ViewPager purpose. So if you want to build any tab layout, you need to learn one thing is Toolbar in AndroidX, then another is AppbarLayout, another is ViewPager and page adapter for that. So by the way of that, you have to set all those things, then ViewPager dot set adapter, then page adapter. These things we can scroll all 3 things with combine. Let's see what Gradle do. Press Shift F10. Because of that, we have built all those things. We have to check whatever the things has been developed inside the app. But I know that certain level of Gradle, how Gradle inside the Android Jetpack is behaving for our particular blank fragment. So let's see, this one is the page adapter, and these are three red, green and blue fragment. But by the way of that, Gradle build running, keep on the eye on the screen, because there is certain boom on the screen. Gradle is finished with 0 error. Whatever the Gradle invocation finished with 0 error, but I know what I'm going to do. And by the way of that, application is crashed down. So by the way, on the run menu or inside the logcat, you can find the error over here. The error on the screen is we have to implement one thing. Press Shift F10 inside the TabLayout demo. See this one, launching the activity, and whatever exit. Why should we use logcat or run menu? Because see this thing, they give the error red fragment and 85. Click on it. See that I always say that toast is for user and user or client, and log is for developer, because all the crashes we can only trace inside the log. Go to the red fragment, there is error inside the attachment on attach method. Always see that after migrating to AndroidX, there is no need to attach. We have keep it in red fragment. If we run, then same error for the green fragment also. So by the way of that, we do it inside the green only also. On attach method, you control shift and slash and blue fragment. So select all these things on attach method by the with overriding on notation, and press control shift slash whatever for the Mac, and press Shift F10. Make sure this error is must implement on fragment interaction listener. By the way of this error, this thing is easy to learn, but you need to do whatever. But this is the best solution for the beginner and for the professional also. So one is red, and another is green, and another is blue. Red, green and blue. These three fragments with the page adapter we have already set it to the ViewPager. Up to now we have set it all those things with ViewPager. We are going to do another thing. We want separate menu for the each fragment. So let's do one separate menu for each fragment. What exactly we are going to build is, we want these three things, 1, 2 and 3 things inside the menu. So if someone is selecting red, then that particular menu will be. So keep online and keep your mind and eyes on over here. This is the resource, and keep on that. Right click new, then directory. This is menu. Make the directory, and right click on it, click new menu resource file, then menu dot underscore red. Click on OK. Go to the text, because my favorite one is the coding, not favorite. For that we do not going with this one layout folder, or keep it that item. First thing is necessary is, one thing is I always prefer id xn underscore call. Then by the way of these red error will be go after setting title. So set title, whatever title you want to give. One thing is call. Another thing is show as action if room. Then by the way of that, we have to set one icon also. So I will set the icon drawable, then system call outgoing. I want to set this one. So one inbuilt icon inside the Android SDK. These only menu red, we want to set it for copy paste. Right click on it, then copy, and inside the menu paste. Very good, red. And one other is for green. What green for? We want to set it reminder if room, but just we have to change the icon for it. Let's find out what is IC underscore pop-up reminder. It's menu for green, and by the way of right click on menu and paste, it's for blue. Always find all the name should be in small characters. Then inside the blue we want chat layout, then we will check it out action underscore chat. So these three things, but we have to set another thing or another coding for that. We want this one on the orange arrow, set has option menu true, and we need to on create options menu with these one menu red and all those with all those three things. So let's do the coding inside the fragment. So first inside the red fragment, go to the on create view, go to inside on create view, then over here we have to set another thing is set has option menu. Click on that, set has option menu true, and by the way of that we need to create on create option menu, and by the way of super should be the first statement and return will be the last. So inflator dot inflate dot menu right, and by the way of that it will be built out inside the menu. So copy paste, smart way for the developer, copy, and for the green we have to set two things. Go to the on create view and make it set h true and paste it, but mind well that we have to change this one to green. Then go to the blue fragment, inside the blue fragment on create view, return must be the last statement, so paste it. For this one we have to set it blue. By the way of that it will not finished out, because by the way of pressing that we press shift F10. Then let's check what happened inside the on create activity or main activity by the way of on create view with these three things. One set that, two things we have set it, one and another two. Then we will check that output by the way of these two changes in our three fragments. What should be the result for that? Let's check out, and over here we can show it certain things. One, there is no icon. One, another fragment and another fragment, see that there is no icon inside the menu. So this is also the type of error, so we are going to resolve it. By the way of that, after find view by ID we have to set two things. One thing is set support action bar, it will be the toolbar, and another thing is on, it is just for the desire if you want to do on create option menu, whatever, and press shift F10. We do these changes because there is no icon on the right top side of the upper toolbar. So by the way of that, Gradle invocation finished. This one is the line, and set support action bar, it's a toolbar. Then this thing, say very helpful example is going to develop. One is green, automatically menu will be changed, and another is for blue. Then chat is here, blue, green and red. See that whatever the example is developing currently right now, but there is no change by the way of tab layout pressing or tab selection phase. So we need to bind these tab layout with ViewPager different tabs. So let's do another thing. Then step number 8, set ViewPager to the tab layout. By the way of that, tab layout dot setup with ViewPager. Whatever ViewPager we want to set, let's do that. Tab layout dot setup ViewPager in ViewPager. This one line, it will reflect all the fragments in ViewPager with page adapter to the tabs. So let's check it out. What will happen? Press Shift F10. Gradle is building. Gradle invocation finished with 0 errors. Tab layout with setup with ViewPager. So by the way of changing at green, very good. The green fragment will be focused inside the ViewPager by the way of setting page adapter, and click on blue. Set that blue fragment, red fragment, green fragment and blue fragment with these one line. So there are basically 4 things. One is each fragment, second is page adapter, third is ViewPager, and fourth is tab layout. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once again, one is fragment. We have developed 3 fragments, then page adapter, then ViewPager, and fourth one and the last one is tab layout. So we have set it all those things, but we need to change certain things. While so by the way of that, set up over here, we need to change certain color for that. So get window means status bar color, then toolbar color, toolbar tab color and tab layout color, all to set it to the red while we have selected 0. Because see that over here we press on green, there is no color changes. First, second, third. First, second means get window the status bar, then toolbar, another toolbar and tab layout. So we check it out. We want to set all those things. So add on tab selected listener. So we will do the coding for that. Tab layout dot add on tab selected listener. Press new space and control space. It will automatically inbuilt with 3 overridden method. We want to set on these one on tab selected. Press switch case. Inside the switch case, tab dot get position. You can do it via if else also. Case 0. Then get window dot set status bar color. Color is inbuilt class with Android SDK, android.graphics.color. Then set it to the red. Then toolbar dot set background color. Color dot red. Then toolbar tab dot set background color dot red. And by the way of the last one is tab layout dot set background color dot red. By the way of that, we will bracket this switch keys and copy paste. Very nice thing for the developer. Always keep smiling when you are doing any copy paste thing. Then don't mind 0 and 1 and 2. Another is green, so change all the red with green. And the last one, if case 2 is here, then keep it blue. So by the way of this theme base, we change all those colors with particular all the screen layout. So press Shift F10, all the colors on the red and blue upper one will be changed while Gradle will be finished with invocation. So very nice example is going to set over here. So keep your eye, very nice with the material design. All those things are ready. This one is the red, press green. Very good. One is status bar color with the clock and all the battery position. Another is with title, toolbar. Another is toolbar tab and tab layouts with green, and this one is blue. Very good and very nice example. So you can tab layout means change the tab by this way with ViewPager also. So say that always I prefer that it is not only the example for the tab layout, it is also example for the ViewPager inside the fragment. So ViewPager inside the fragment, see this one, but it is simple changing. You can set it with the multiple effect. So over here, zoom out page transformer, animation. We want to develop animation. By the way of this given link on the developer side, you can set it. Very good thing. We will set page transformer. With these two things, you can take it via visit this developer site. These two things, 1 and 2, Control C, and going on your package and paste it. These two classes are ready-made class given by the developer library. One is depth page transformer, another is zoom out page transformer. So first we check zoom out page transformer. So by the way of set adapter, before that we write one line, ViewPager dot set page transformer. One thing is for the reverse order, then it is true, and make it new depth page transformer. See, this is the effect for the animation. Press Shift F10, then we will have the output for that. So we will check it out. Very nice example is going to build with animation and total page layout, means tab layout with ViewPager and with fragment. So this, if you change it, and yeah, very good, and you've changed to blue, then this one, it will helpful to you and for the reverse also. Very nice example with animation. So you can change it to the zoom out also. Press Shift F10, then we are going to check it out for that. What is going to be Gradle invocation finished. These two libraries are inbuilt with developer and Android.developer visit site. That see this one, it's a zoom out page transformer. Then from the green going to blue. Also for the reverse effect, and by the way of changing it fast, this one. So here we have set all the thing. I love depth page transformer animation. Press Shift F10, very good thing. This is already given. So by the way of primary size and primary animation, you can set it on your own. So here we have done with our example with TabLayout in AndroidX, with Fragment, with ViewPager, all those things with very nice example with 3 tabs inside the TabLayout demo. So what we have want to develop, and we want to develop with final output. One thing is completed, another is completed, and here this video we want to save by the way of this one, and already we have developed see this one it's the output. Final output is here, red fragment and green fragment and blue fragment. You can keep it on the right to left also. So very nice example already built on your front with the primary base code with all the things with Android Studio. So final output is completed. So TabLayout inside AndroidX or Android Jetpack. So all the things, 4 things, mind well that one is TabLayout inside the AndroidX, another is ViewPager, and third thing is fragments and with pageadapter. So be happy, don't worry, subscribe this channel, like it and share it, and keep smiling. Thank you very much. For more you can contact